And I'll be honest with you, I am going to do something I don't really ever do. I'm going to be gone on Thursday. My daughters said, Dad, we want to ski with you. So I'm going to go skiing. I'll take only one day off this year. I took only 2 days off last year. I wouldn't have taken any off last year, but my mom unfortunately passed away, so I had to go down and see what was going on with that and help out. All right, first problem. So we want to find the tangent line that goes with this. So the very first step in here is find the derivative. So 3x squared minus 7. Does that seem okay? Okay. And then I'm going to plug x equals 2, and this will find the slope of the original at that point. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 and plug it in for the x. So that's going to give me 3 and then 2 squared minus 7, which that's what, 12 minus 7. So my slope of my point of tangency is that. Then the second step is I'm going to plug this back in for the x's on the original. So I'll get 2 to the third minus 7 times 2 plus 5. And 2 to the third is 2, 4, that's 8 minus 14 plus 5. So that's going to give me negative 6 plus 5. So that comes out to just a negative 1. So that gives me the point of tangency being 2 comma negative 1. So that's the point of tangency. And then my third step is I'm just going to plug into y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So that's x1 and that's y1. Those will get plugged in. Remember, when you're plugging in, the signs change, except for the slope stays the same. And, oops, x plus 1. So x plus 1 is equal to 5 parentheses x minus 2. That is the equation of the tangent line at 2 to the original equation. Seem okay? Any questions for me there? So pretty straightforward when it's a nice derivative. Now I'm going to tell you, when we come back from break, we're going to be probably just working on this mainly this week. There are two other derivative rules. Let's see, we have the chain rule, product rule, and 3 more derivative rules that we'll cover after we come back from break. They're not hard, and I mean, if this has been simple for you to go through, I'm going to basically go through the same thing with those, just to make sure you feel good. I mean, this is not enough to say that you can go take the AP Calc exam and do well on it, but that's okay. It's not Calc AB. All right, this is the second problem, yes? All right, so a few things that you need to make sure you take care of is you don't want to have radicals. So you have to realize the third root of x is x to the 1/3 power, and then this stays as is. And then if I take the derivative, f prime at x, so that's going to be 1/3 x, and then I have to figure out, if I go 1/3 minus 1, which is 1/3 minus 3/3, so that's going to give me x to the negative 2/3 power. When I do the derivative of 5x squared is pretty simple, just giving you 10x. Then I want to figure out the point of tangency, so I'm going to take this 1 and plug it in for these x's, and that's going to get me my slope. So I'm trying to find my slope, so I'm going to go 1/3, and then 1 to the raised to the negative 2/3 power plus 10 times 1. 1 to the negative 2/3 is just going to be 1, so that's going to be 1/3 plus 10. So that's going to give me 1/3 plus 30 over 3. So my slope is going to be 31 over 3. That's my slope. Is that okay? I hope my arithmetic's right, but I can't guarantee it. All right, second step, I'm going to plug this 1 back into my originals. So I have the third root of 1 plus 5 times 1 squared. Third root of 1 is what number times itself? 3 times gives me 1, and that'd be 1. 1 squared is 1 times 5 is 5, so I'm going to get 6. So that tells me that the point 1 comma 6 is my point of tangency. And then third step, I'm going to plug those into y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, which then that's going to give me y minus 6 equals 31 thirds x minus 1. And it's totally legit to leave it in point slope form. So that was tougher just because, well, one, you're dealing with fractions. Fractions as exponents. So not too bad. Questions? Feel comfortable? Okay. Can I move on? All good? All right, this one is straightforward, so we can just go ahead and find the derivative first. So I'm going to get y prime equals 3x squared plus 12x plus 2. I can plug this in for my x's. So I'm going to get 3 negative 1 squared plus 12 times negative 1 plus 2. So that's going to give me 3 there minus 12 plus 2. So 3 minus 12 is negative 9. Negative 9 plus 2 is negative 7. So I get a slope of negative 7. Question or stretching? Oh, nothing wrong with that. Was it a good pop?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Is that a injury from palms?
No. I don't know why I just cough all the time.
That makes you normal. I like it. All right. Then I'm going to take negative 1 and plug negative 1 in for my x's on my original. So I'm going to get negative 1 to the third plus 6 times negative 1 to the second plus 2 times negative 1. So this is going to give me negative 1 plus 6 minus 2. So that's going to give me 3. So that tells me the point negative 1 comma 3 is the exact point of tangency. Third step, plug in a point slope. So that's going to give me y minus 3 equals negative 7 x plus 1. And there it is. Does that all seem okay? Huh. I think I could do those, like you, I think you all could do that type of problem no matter what I give you, as long as it's just easy consecutive. Agree? Sweet. All right, can I move on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, before I start this one, I'm going to realize that the square root of x is x to the 1/2 power. The third root of x is x to the 1/3 power. And then I can go ahead and find my derivative. Not double, the second derivative, first derivative. So that's 1/2 x, 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2 plus 1/3 x negative 2/3. Okay. I can take my 1 and plug it into that. So I'm going to get 1/2 times 1 to the negative 1/2 power plus 1/3, 1 to the negative 2/3 power. So that's going to give me 1/2 plus 1/3. 1/2 plus 1/3 is going to be 5/6. So that's the slope of my tangent line. Second step, plug 1 in for your original x's. So I'm going to get y equals root 1 plus third root of 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Third root of 1 is 1. So that gets me 2. So that's going to tell me that my point of tangency is 1 comma 2. In my third step, I'm going to plug into my point slope. So that's going to give me x minus 2 equals 5 over 6 x minus 1. That's all I got. Questions for me? Yeah.
For like the square root stuff, like
Uh-huh.
if the number you plug in is 1, is it always going to turn out to be?
Yeah, and I'm going to try and aim to do that. I mean, things that I might do is like, let's say I had x equals 8, and you go, if you want how to plug that in, if it was the third root of 8, that would be 2. Okay. That reminds me, can I show you a dorky math trick? Okay. If you have a calculator, you'll need it. Your phone calculator will be fine. Okay, ready? This is just useless math trivia. That's 125. 6 to the third is 216. 7 to the third is 343. 8 to the third is 512. And 9 to the third is 729. Oops, 729. And then 10 to the third is 1,000. Okay, so basically, you understand what I'm doing? So like 5 to the third is 5 times 5 times 5, 6 to the third is 6 times 6 times 6, etc. Okay, and then a pattern that you should see, last number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? All right, I need you to take any 2-digit number you would like, any 2-digit number you would like, and I want you to cube it. So if you're picking 55, you'd go 55 times 55 times 55. Does that make sense? So pick whatever 2-digit number you'd like.
They're all gonna end in the same.
All right, I'll show you how. I'm going to impress you. And once you get your number, so like if you did 55 times 55 times 55, you're going to get a 6-digit number. I need you to give me the 4, 5, or 6-digit number that you get. 681 what?
472.
472. Okay. Does anyone else have something? 91125. Okay, 5-digit number, right? Okay. Anybody else have something?
19,683.
683. Okay. Anyone else? 1600 exactly. Okay. Anything else? I'll start with this, and then I bet you more people will get it. So what you want to do is you want to always have 3 digits on the right side of this T. So with me? All right, so the first one is 80, 88. Is that right? I forgot who gave me the first one. Was it 88 times 88 times 88? Second one is 227. Is that right? Third one is 45. Is that right?
Yeah.
Last one is, let's see, 600. 1600. Who gave me the 1600? I'm stuck. Okay, 600. Is it 18?
It's 40.
40. Hang on, why did I get 40? Okay, I agree with the 4. You want 40 times 40 times 40?
It's a cube. That's cube. Oh, that's on.
What's that?
That's on it. I forgot to cube it. That was cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's 64,000.
64,000 is it?
That's the cube.
That's it. Okay. Anyone else have one they want to try with?
22.
Oh, I don't need to know 22. I need the big number. Don't choose 22 this time.
4,225.
That one right there?
Yep.
All right, that's 5 and 15. Is it 5?
Yeah.
15 times 15 times 15?
No, it wasn't 15. Ours is,
Are you squaring it?
yeah.
Oh. Cube it. Multiply it times 3 times. Multiply the same exact number times itself 3 times. And don't go 3 times it.
All right. 274,625.
5, 65. Is that right? You catching it? All right. So basically what you're going to do is you look at the very last digit. This last digit here will correspond to the last digit here. So my second number has to be 8. And then I look at the 681. The 681 falls in between those two numbers. So you go to the smaller of the two. So like this one, it ended with a 3. I go to the 3. That corresponds to the 7. The 19. 19 falls in between here, so I go to the smaller of the two. That's why I get the first number. Dorky Math Tricks by Stirrup. Want to see another one? All right, ready? I can do this faster. I can do this faster than you plug into your calculator. Am I right?
Yep.
See if you can keep up with me. 89, 16. No, wait, I'm 6 away. 6 away. Oh, shoot. 6 away from 100, so it's 94.16. No?
No.
6 away from 100. I'm 4 away from 100. Oh my gosh, 4 away from 100. 4 away. 92.16. Okay. What about this one? I get it? I get it? I get it? So the trick on this is you take the last digit and you square it, and you say how far away from 100 am I? I'm 5, so you subtract 5 from the 95. This one would have been, I'm 4 away from 100 gives me the 16, and then subtract 4 from the 96. When it's above 100, you go, I'm 3 away from 100, so square 3 is 9, so it's going to be 09, and add the 3 away from 100 to make it 106. Oh, the things that are